Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Sometimes there are videos I make that I think, obviously, it's a subjective point. It could go either way. You can agree or disagree. There are two sides to every story, and sometimes I'll cover like a forum post, for example, where somebody is really ticked off and the comment section is on fire. And I think, man, this is wild. But also, is the person right? That's up to your own interpretation of the facts. This video is not one of those videos. Because this video is, simply put, a reflection of something so outdated for money that it should be embarrassing. Part of the reason why the game is what I think in a bit of an economic crisis is that the only time we saw this game really step up to 2023 levels, and really it's twice. One was for cash and one was for free. The cash, of course, was July 4th weekend sales. And by I say July 4th weekend sales, I really mean July 4th week sales. Because what used to be 2 to 4 days of sales was now 7 days. And what used to be one store is now 2 stores, even though I still don't know how Kabam can get away with direct website cash flow not causing an upset app store for Google Play and Apple. Maybe they have a under the table agreement, or maybe they just haven't told the app stores. Either way, what used to be $600 to $700 and then was changed to like $1,000, then doubled to about $2,000 worth of possible purchases. And I know somebody that bought all the Paragon deals, all the Thronebreaker deals, and I think other stuff too. Like it was like $2,300, and that's American. If he had been Canadian or Indian, Australian, etc., with a country that's currency is much worse against the U.S. dollar, he would have spent like $4,000, which is objectively insane. But at the same time, it was so tempting to have your 6 stars and your 7 stars go. I mean, I know somebody who now has like 15 rank 2 7 stars. You want to play that guy in Battlegrounds? I don't want to play him. So that's crazy. And then of course I'm in this part of it, but when it comes to rank 5 6 stars, I had 3 before July 4th week, 6, 12, 18. From 3 to 18. And so if you didn't want to spend $1,000 or $2,000 or $4,000, especially if you didn't have the money, you just all of a sudden felt like you went from being competitive at the top to never being able to catch up. Well, those people maybe don't spend $1,000 or $2,000 on the game, and rightfully so, but they might still spend $10 a month on the game. And I think it's kind of classic. I wanted to record this before this crystal went away, because I routinely spend 300 units. I love that it's like, you spend cash on this game, so you get to give us your units earlier. That's technically an advantage in our eyes. Like, I still think this should be a little bit of a discount, even if it's 50 units. Like, give the people who are spending cash some reason to feel like they're getting an offer that's worthy of the money. And I just have a feeling, and I could be totally wrong, but in the next year, we might be able to purchase 1 7-star crystal with our currency. And because I don't care about the 6-star anymore, I am not spending my Black ISO store currency. I have 186. I'm just continuing to hoard it, because that's what I did with my artifacts. I stopped buying 6-star crystals for artifacts, and I was rewarded by getting to open my first 7-star incursion artifact crystal this week with all that I had saved, plus the bonus that Kabam did a really good job of there. So, there needs to be a 7-star in here. But not just that. There needs to be Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic, and they need to dramatically cut down the trade-in for Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic. I mean, this is outdated by years. They need to make this Tier 4 Basic. I think they should make it a 1-to-1 trade. 3-to-1 is crazy. Like, seriously crazy. all of this is still looked at through the lens of people who are spending money to maybe take 6 stars to rank 3, because even this is pathetic. And I've heard from several people who say, Prof, it's stores like this that just don't stay relatively caught up, and there's no effort to even try to get them caught up. What about a 7-star Black Isis Store Scarlet Witch? A Switch? Yeah. That would be helpful. That'd be really helpful. But when's that going to happen? It seems like a no-brainer. It seems like it should have happened at least 6 months ago. So, I totally get the frustration. If Kabam wants people to continue to play the game, they have to be willing to evolve this store. It should be their first priority because it's so much revenue for them. And yes, if you're like me, you're probably doing it mainly for the inventory cap increase. But this should still be something that gets us excited. A 6-star used to, but this ain't 2020. So, a 7-star Scarlet Witch, a 7-star Crystal, no-brainers. 7-star Crystal Shards for trade-ins, where you have 6-star Crystal Shards you trade in for 7-star Shards. These are not rocket science suggestions. These are common sense. But common sense and Kabam don't always go together.